I tried to cheat diet and exercise like it was a final exam. Open book, closed fridge. And somehow my body still caught me looking at the answer key labeled, "Just nap harder." I made it my life's mission to be gloriously healthy while maintaining my favorite hobbies, snacks and sitting, the two original American pastimes. I went shopping for shortcuts like they were on sale. 50% off your conscience. Magic pill that burns fat while I watch television? Add to cart, overnight it, hide the evidence under kale I bought once for the alibi. The pill promised, we torch fat, then it becomes muscle, which is not how biology works. But I believed it like a kid believes a vending machine will someday pay him back with interest and a friendship bracelet. I imagine my body mass index, yes, body mass index, getting an email from corporate that said, "We regret to inform you your fat has been promoted to biceps." I still needed activities that weren't exercise because I was allergic to the word cardio unless it came after Mario. So I started walking to the nearby store instead of driving, like a rebel with reusable bags. I chose stadium events and concerts over bars or nightclubs because that's not exercise, that's culture with stairs and regret. I high-fived strangers at a National Football League game and counted it as physical therapy. Yes, physical therapy for the soul. Then I found out about natural fat burners, which sounds like a candle your aunt sells on the internet. Mustard, vinegar, chili peppers, citrus. My fridge turned into a potions class where the only spell I knew was abracadabra, goodbye dignity. I'd squeeze lemon on everything like I was baptizing my dinner. The pills were expensive, so I optimized my health portfolio, which is a fancy way of saying the price per capsule made me understand return on investment. Yes, return on investment, real fast. I traded supplements for stuff my grandma already trusted, jars, roots, and anything that could legally be called zesty. And then I learned about antibacterial foods, onion, garlic, honey. I was like, perfect. I can fight germs and vampires while also kissing no one. Add in lean protein like turkey and lean steak, and suddenly I'm building muscles out of Thanksgiving leftovers. I basically built a do-it-yourself, yes, do-it-yourself pharmacy using condiments and stubbornness. But here's where the scam turns into a mirror. I'm walking to the store faster because it doesn't count. And one day my legs accidentally set the speed to urgent. I slip into a light jog to beat a crosswalk signal like it owes me money, and my heart is like, buddy, we're live. The next week I'm jogging farther, and then faster, and then one morning I realize don't panic, I'm a runner. Not a fast runner, no cape, no theme music. More like a determined shopping cart with emotions. My global positioning system, yes, global positioning system, keeps announcing recalculating, like it's trying to place my new personality. I run past people on porches and give the nod like, no, I'm not late, I'm evolving. Meanwhile, I keep swapping food sources out like a witness protection program for snacks. White rice became brown rice. Brown rice became cauliflower. Cauliflower became a cry for help. I start ordering turkey in public with the confidence of someone who thinks gravy is a sport. And then the twist hit me like a coupon for humility. I realized I had tricked myself into dieting and exercise. No, I didn't cheat the system. The system put on glasses, looked over the frames, and quietly changed me, one condiment at a time. You know that moment when you think you've hacked the video game, but it turns out the game patched itself and now you're learning? That was me, leveling up with mustard and shame. I thought I was outsmarting the gym, but the gym was like, we'll see you Tuesday, bring citrus. My grocery cart went from free-spirited carnival to respectable citizen. It used to be chips, cookies, and vibes. Now it's garlic, turkey, and a lemon that walks like it pays taxes. The cashier scanned my vinegar and said, new here? And I was like, yes, this is my first day as a better person. And there's heart in it too. Because for all the jokes, The real surprise is how the smallest choices sneak past your defenses like a good friend with a gentle agenda. You don't storm your life, you season it. One jog, one onion, one I'll walk there instead of I'll drive. I used to think Runner's High was a marketing campaign by Shoes Incorporated. Yes, Shoes Incorporated. Until I accidentally felt joy in a parking lot after outrunning a sprinkler. That's when I knew I was gone. I fist bumped the sky like it paid my rent. And by the way, those fat-burning pills, they taught me the most expensive lesson of all. You can't outsource your footsteps. You can, however, outsource your excuses. And I found mine on clearance next to the jalapenos. The escalation was ridiculous. First, I walked to the store because it's not exercise. Then I jogged because it's not a workout, it's urgency. Then I eat turkey because it's not dieting, it's strategy. Next thing I know, I'm meal prepping with classical music like I'm auditioning for a documentary called Parsley, A Symphony of Consequences. The vivid truth is this. Trying to stay healthy without diet or exercise is like trying to microwave a glacier. You can stand there all day with your finger on the popcorn button, but eventually you're just listening to your own denial spin in circles. And somehow that denial became honesty. And the honesty became habit, and the habit became me. Unexpectedly, inconveniently, better. I didn't become a fitness influencer. I became the person who will race a yellow light for sport and then reward myself with an orange. Now, when friends ask how I hacked health, I tell them the truth. I didn't crack a code. I clicked, "Are you sure?" 1,000 times and pressed yes, one small thing at a time. Turns out the magic solution is boring and free and already in your kitchen pretending to be mustard. So if you see me at a concert moving way too much, I'm not trying to show off, I'm just clocking my steps and calling it culture. And if you catch me jogging to the store, know that I'm still the same lazy guy. I just learned to move my laziness forward at a slightly higher frames per second. Yes, frames per second. I started out trying to cheat diet and exercise. And the punchline is I got a refund in onions and a receipt that says, "Congratulations, you're the person you were faking." And that's my favorite before and after. Same me, fewer excuses, extra mustard, and a body that finally knows I'm not stealing health. I'm paying for it in tiny coins called steps.